the Evergreen Media Network Studios, brought to you by Evergreen Media, creating cohesive marketing campaigns. Evergreen Media in Vero Beach.
Treasure Coast Connector, connecting residents and businesses of the Treasure Coast. And here's your host, Ellen Contreras.
Welcome to Treasure Coast Connector. I'm your host, Ellen Contreras. Treasure Coast Connector is the talk show and online community where we put a spotlight on interesting local businesses and resources, then connect them to you, the consumers in the community. Everyone, has an interesting backstory of why they have started their business. And when we learn about what's happening in our own backyard and support local businesses, it strengthens our local economy. For details on the show, links to discounts, promos, past interviews, visit www.tcconnector.com. So Vero Beach is a quaint small town, and it's filled with wonderful mom and pop businesses that deliver a high level of customer service experience that, we don't always see from our big box stores. Joining me in the studio today is Maha Tadrous, and she is a highly experienced, trained pharmacist and owner of Sunshine Pharmacy, located at the corner of State Road 60 and US 1 on the west side of the street. Now, Maha, her reputation is steadily growing because she really does take care of her clients, and they feel like they are not just a number. So welcome to the show, Maha.
Welcome, Ellen. It's nice to be here with you.
Yeah. I am so glad that I met you recently because I heard about you long before I met you. And then we were at an event and somebody said, "Have you met her?" And I'm like, I'm so excited because we have friends in common,
That's good. I'm glad you're hearing good things about us.
Oh, absolutely. And even my husband is super thrilled, and we'll talk about that later. And before we even get into sharing what you have to offer at Sunshine Pharmacy, what made you want to become a pharmacist and then open up your own store?
Okay. So being a pharmacist to me is a passion because I love helping people in all situations of life. I love to help people, and being a pharmacist gives me this great chance and opportunity because when people are dealing with medications and health issues, sometimes they are at the very, very bottom. They need help. They need assistance more than just giving them the pill. So this is what I try to do all the time, is listen to people, let them vent, help them as much as I can. It's not only about medication, because the assistance that we can give by talking to people the way we should talk to them is more important than the medication itself. And I have experienced that in my life more than once, like talking to people and comforting them when they need the comfort, or assuring them that this is going to work when they need assurance that this is going to work. Sometimes they're scared. Sometimes they are worried. Sometimes they are overwhelmed. So there comes what we can do besides counting the pills and putting them in a bottle for the customer.
Yes, I do love that. And we are not here, like I said in the intro, to bash, the big box stores, because they definitely have their place, and we have local people that work there. But when it comes to our health and health care, customer service is important regardless of the industry. But like you said just a moment ago, when we're not feeling well, or we're unsure or scared or overwhelmed, or even the caregivers, the husbands, wives, or family members that are coming in on behalf of their loved one who is sick, it is a little scary. So you're known for the customer service. So I'd love for you to just go into some of the things that you do and offer at Sunshine Pharmacy that help.
Well, the thing is, when it comes to health issues, a lot of people do not know a lot of things happening around, and that's why they are worried more than anything else. They don't know how medications work. They don't know what the diagnosis is. They don't know if they can take this medication with that medication or not.
Oh, yeah.
So there comes our job as pharmacists and what we can do to them. So at Sunshine Pharmacy, we don't just dispense medication. We do lots of other clinical services at the pharmacy. Like, for example, we are enrolled in a program that's called Outcomes with insurance plans. Outcomes is what is the outcome of this profile. I look at the health status of a patient as a whole profile. So I ask them what supplements they take over the counter, what other medications they might be taking at other pharmacies, or if they took an antibiotic once or something. And I start gathering all the information, and I do something called a CMR. CMR is a comprehensive medication review. Well, where I start looking at the medications, if there's any duplication, if there's any drug-drug interactions, if there's a medication that should have been stopped because it was replaced, but it's still going on refills at the pharmacy and the patient is not realizing this. So there comes my job as a pharmacist doing this CMR. I bring the patient in and I start talking to them, and we start discussing why they are taking this. Does this doctor know that you take that medication from the other doctor here? And then we start talking together and coming with a plan. And then I start contacting the doctors. This is what we found out. We need to decrease this medication or stop that medication. And then together, as a network, me, the doctor, and the patient, we work for the best of solutions for the customer so that he is not suffering from side effects. Like, for example, I had a lady that was on so many medications for high blood pressure and heart conditions, and then she came to me one day saying that she's having arrhythmia and her heart is speeding up. So she's going to be put on another medication on top of all what she's been taking. So after she left, I looked at her profile, I called her back, I'm like, I need you to come back. And then I told her, I think this is because you're taking so many medications. And I started telling her, tell your doctor that we need to stop this, and this is interacting with that. A few weeks later, she came, said that she's totally fine. Her arrhythmia stopped, and she's not adding any more medications to her regular medication, like regimen of everyday medication. And she was so grateful that we did that.
Yeah.
So this is an important part. And actually, for me, I enjoy doing this. I enjoy educating people because, you know, some people would not know why they are taking this medication. They just take this once a day.
Yeah. And
then there are certain medications that, like, for example, a patient on a statin, whatever the statin is. Statins has a very known side effect of muscle spasms.
Oh.
And nobody knows that. And then when they are on statin, if they take an over-the-counter supplement like a daily magnesium tablet, they are going to be fine. They are not going to suffer this. So they are not going to be asking the doctor to discontinue the statin. And this is where my counseling as a pharmacist comes. So you're taking a statin, you know, you can take a daily magnesium supplement to stop the side effects of the statin. And so on, so many things. Like, for example, antibiotics. Lots of kids get diarrhea and they throw up taking an antibiotic. Do you know that you can take a probiotic with it? You're going to be okay with it. Some medications the doctor writes, take it once a day. It makes a huge difference whether you take it in the morning or in the evening. The doctor did not say that. He said, take it once a day. Or if you're taking 2 medications for high blood pressure, you can take one in the morning and one in the evening. Don't take them together because they're going to make your blood pressure drop lower than normal at a certain point of the day. And then at the end of the day, it's going to raise more than it should. So this is there comes my passion about pharmacy, telling people, you know, you can do this, stop doing this, take this with this, do not take this with that. And there comes the pharmacist's real job, because the pharmacist's real job, again, is not counting pills, putting them in a bottle for a customer. Yes.
That is so true. And when you mentioned that about the statin and the tremor, I'm thinking of a friend, somebody's face flashed in my mind. So off camera, I'm going to just share that with you to just see, because that just makes me go, wow. And I hope everybody that's listening and watching is saying, wow, over this. Okay, so now I want to go into, before we go into the break, your educational background, because it is extensive, it is impressive, and you are a lifelong learner.
Yes.
So you didn't just get your degree and then stop.
Exactly.
So tell us more about this.
I have a license in 2 other countries other than the United States. So I have a pharmacist license in Egypt, where I was raised and born, and I studied for this for maybe 5 or 6 years. And then I got a license for Australia, and I studied for that, and I practiced there for a little while. And then I met the love of my life, who made me change destination from Australia to the United States.
Okay.
And I had to start here again.
Okay.
So I've studied pharmacy for so long. And actually, in each country, pharmacy is a little different. Not the science of pharmacology and pharmaceutics, but it's the way the pharmacist does the job is different.
Okay.
Yeah, so, and actually, after I came here to the United States and I got my license, I did not stop. Like, I just finished a course 2 weeks ago about test and treat, how me as a pharmacist can go the extra mile for my customer and test them for flu or strep or minor skin condition, and I can dispense the medication without the need of them going to the doctor.
Wow.
Yeah, so again, I enjoy it. I don't just do it. I enjoy what I'm doing, and there comes the big joy of filling prescriptions, because this is the slogan of my pharmacy, the joy of filling prescriptions.
Yeah, I made sure that I put that on, for people that are watching. So now, before we go into the break, Cindy, I promise you I'm going into the break, because, we have to do that. But in the first half, there are people that are listening on the podcast. iHeartRadio, it's going to come, in a couple of weeks. But for those that are listening now live on the podcast, they're like, how do we find her? So give your phone number, your address, and your website, please.
Sure. Our address is 1995 US Highway 1, Vero Beach, Florida, and that's on the intersection of US 1 and Route 60. Our phone number is 772-999-2843. Our website is www.sunshinepharmacyflorida.com.
Okay, very good. And with that, we're going to take a quick break, but Maha and I have so much more to discuss. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Right now at Sunshine Furniture, it's holiday sale time, so you can save up to 50% on selected groups of indoor and outdoor furniture from Lloyd Flanders, Telescope, Windward, Capri, Seawinds, Universal, and lots more. Sofas, love seats, dining sets, patio groups, occasional chairs, bedroom sets, all on sale just in time to make Santa say ho, ho, ho. Also, all pictures, lamps, and accessories are half off. And don't forget to visit our outlet and sales store just across the street from our main location for lots of great holiday bargains. Sunshine Furniture, 1295 US 1 in the Publix Plaza next to Planet Fitness in Vero Beach. Visit our website at sunshinefurniturecasual.com.
Sunshine Furniture brightens up your day. Sunshine Furniture, the best in every way. Ooh, have a sunshine day. Sunshine Furniture.
Welcome to Riverside Theater's Comedy Zone, where the comedy is wild, untamed, and downright hilarious. Come out this Friday and Saturday night at new times, 6 and 8 p.m. for the Treasure Coast's best live stand-up comedy show, featuring nationally recognized comedians with cabaret-style seating and food and drink table service. Warning, you may laugh until it hurts. Kickstart your evening with live entertainment, food, and drinks at Live in the Loop. Buy tickets at riversidetheater.com and get ready for a night of non-stop laughs.
It's time to call Easy Brew Coffee and Bottled Water Service and learn just how much you can save and how convenient it is to have your coffee and bottled water delivered right to your home or office. In addition to water coolers, Easy Brew offers individual bottles of water in 8 or 16-ounce bottles. No more lugging it home or dragging it into the office. Serving the Treasure Coast for over 2 decades, 2 letters, 1 simple name. Easy for Easy Brew. Visit e-zbrew.com or call 800-792-3285. Easy Brew.
Welcome back to Treasure Coast Connector. I'm your host, Ellen Contreras, and I've been speaking with Maha Tadrous, and she is the founder and owner and pharmacist at Sunshine Pharmacy, located here, Vero Beach, on the west side of US 1, the corner of State Road 60 and US 1. May I also say that you are a very nice person.
Oh, thank you.
And here, you know why? Not only for how you helped my husband and for your pharmacy and all that you do, but you have a very large parking lot, very easy to find and see and park. And do you know that by letting Jessica and Albert
Yes.
of Sabores Vero Beach have their food truck for lunch and dinner, oh my gosh, delicious food.
Yes.
You know, that is a great combination for both of you.
Yes.
I just want to say I love their food. But now it's back to you, okay?
Sure.
All right, so now Sunshine Pharmacy, we talked about in the first half that it's the customer service. It's more than just putting pills in a bottle, but you have a full service store. So I'd like for you to share all that you offer
Yes.
at Sunshine Pharmacy so people understand the retail aspect and all the services, because there's a lot.
Yes. So we have a nice gift shop. We have a good selection for ladies, hair care, nail care, stuff like this. We have a little section for men's gift as well, like the beard oils and beard shapers and stuff like that. We have, and I actually picked this I was very picky on this one. I have incense burners and burning incense. Some of them are handmade with natural volatile oils. And the burners, you know, those cute fountains where you put the cone and it comes down. I have very cute selection of those. Of course, I have all the over-the-counter medication that you might need. And if I don't have it, I order it for the next day if somebody needs something that I don't have. And I have a great line of vitamins and supplements that is only offered for small independent pharmacies, because the margin of profit is not like 300 and 400% like the big names. And they have been in business for over 45 years. They're called Basic Vitamins. I do have a full line of vitamins and supplements from them where you can get what you need for like 1/3 or 1/2 of the price. Yeah.
Okay.
And I have a little section for pet like little pet supplies and gadgets, like a little trainer for the potty training for dogs, a little carrier for cats, things like that.
Okay, all right, as long as you have cat stuff too.
Yes,
Mr.
I do.
Skitters, it's important. You know, you will make my husband very happy because Mr. Skitters is his life, okay? So now the other services, like immunization, there's medical supplies, surgical supplies, so just go through.
We do offer immunizations, all types of immunizations, and we do them without appointment, without you needing to wait on anything. You just walk in, fill a form, we submit the claim to the insurance, and we go ahead with it. And we also offer medical equipments. But me, as a small pharmacy, I still cannot bill the insurance for medical equipment yet. So I only have the small equipments that people can afford without their insurance. I had a lady that was like, oh my God, she's been all around town last week looking for a doggy nebulizer because her 4 years old would not take it if it's not a doggy. I'm like, oh my God, I have a doggy. Come on in.
That's cute.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Very good.
Yeah. So we have nebulizers. We have walkers. We have braces for arms, knees, elbows, things like that.
All those pickleball people.
Yes.
You know? Okay.
Yes. And we have a little line of cosmetics, like where you can, we have shampoos, conditioners, body washes, hair oils, hair creams, things like that.
Okay. All right. Very good. And then, we talked about the pet care. All right. And then delivery. Let's talk about delivery. So how does that work?
It actually started with one of my customers calling me one day saying that he's not going to be able to come and take his medication. I'm like, I would gladly drive it to you. And I did this during COVID so many times when I was working at one of the big corporate pharmacies, where I would drive the medication for the patient. And I figured that this is very helpful to the patient. And at the same time, it gives me the joy that I always seek by helping people. So we actually offer free delivery for anybody who needs it, as long as it's not a controlled medication, because controlled medication, they have to show ID and stuff like this. Yeah.
Okay.
Treated a little different. But other than this, we offer free delivery. Yes.
Very good. And within Vero Beach, right?
Within Vero
Okay.
Beach area, yeah.
Okay, very good. I just want to make sure. And then you have a referral program and a customer loyalty program.
Yes.
My husband walked away with all that information. He was very happy about that.
So we have a referral program where you take cards from the pharmacy, put your name on it, and then you refer a friend. When your friend comes back, they get a $5 gift certificate from the pharmacy, and you, for referring them, putting your name on the card that you gave them, you get a $5 gift certificate from the pharmacy as well.
He likes that. He likes that. He works at Piper, as you know, so he's going to need a, 500? No, just kidding. He's going to need a handful, you know. He's very popular over at Piper, so now he's going to talk about, you want $5? I can get you $5. But no, that's a very good thing. And then I also want people to know, because sometimes, my husband included, he has, a handful of medications that he has to take.
Yes.
And not a long list, but still, it's kind of like, really transferring? Is it hard? He was asking me, and I said, no, it is easy.
Yeah.
And then he walks in and talks to you, and we walked out. He's like, oh, that was easy.
Yes, it's
so tell
as
everyone about that.
It's as easy as making a phone call, giving me the information that I need to know to bill your insurance, and then I take care of the rest. I call the other pharmacy, I transfer the prescriptions, whether verbally, whether by fax, whether electronically, and I take care of it. And what I do, because I don't want to be missing something in that transfer, I speak to the customer over the phone. I take a list of all the medication that they take, because sometimes there is a prescription that is like a year old and it was stopped, but it was not canceled. So it comes to me and I start filling it. We don't want that. So after I transfer everything from the other pharmacy, I call my patient again and I'm like, so here's the profile. Are we in a good shape? When do you need it filled and stuff like this? And then we go on automatic refill, just to help our customers not skip any dosages or spend any days without medication. I fill the medications about 5 or 6 days before they run out. So in case I need to contact the doctor for a refill or something. And then by the day they need it, I have everything ready and settled for them.
Yeah, I love that. And I also love the fact that people can, we only have 2 minutes left. Oh my goodness. So I love the fact that I once had to wait for 20 minutes to get a hold of someone. I mean, or more than 20 minutes. And yes, you can be busy at times, but you are just right there for your customers. So I want people to understand that. Yes. And that's the treasure. I love work because we're on the Treasure Coast. I love my puns. That's the treasure of working with you.
Thank you.
The ease of working with you. So for the second half, you are located at 1995 US 1 in Vero Beach. That's on the west side on the corner of State Road 60 and US 1. Okay.
Yes.
And then what's your phone number?
772-999-2843.
And then it is sunshinepharmacyflorida.com. That's your website, because that has a lot of great information as well.
Yes.
Okay, very good. So we have 1 minute. Unbelievable. So I'm just going to point and tell everyone at all of the 55 and older and the ILFs, ALFs, you just have to go and talk to Maha, because that is where, unfortunately, a lot of people are on multiple medications and it's daunting for them.
Yes.
Okay? And you just love working with them as well. So thank you.
Thank you,
so
Ellen.
much.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
Yeah, I appreciate you taking such good care of my husband and being on this show. And you're going to need 5 more pharmacists in the next, 18 months, because it's going to get crazy.
Oh, I can't wait.
It's going to get crazy. So,
I can't wait.
Yes, and my name is Ellen Contreras, the host of Treasure Coast Connector. I hope everyone has a safe, wonderful week. And until next week, I miss you already.